My first time on the UI subway line, and I like it. Seeing the track through the front window. This line is taking me to the neighborhood of Suyu-dong, a part of Seoul that is misunderstood by many, according to my local guide. Why? You're about to find out.
Oh wow! What are we doing? It's so cold! I forgot my gloves!
I'm ready. Hello everyone!
This is Agatha. We're gonna explore Suyu-dong, and it's freaking cold. It's -8 right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
If you're new, listen to this. I'm on an adventurous mission to explore all of Seoul's 467 neighborhoods. And today, we go to Suyu-dong.
Agatha lived here for 3 years?
7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
Oh wow.
But it's 2023 now almost.
Shit.
Don't forget that.
Time stood still for me.
Agatha brings us first to the Hwagyesa Temple, which was built in 1522. And seriously, this temple is a magnificent winter wonderland.
Up until last year, the main monk, like the highest monk in the temple, was actually a Lithuanian guy.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he passed away last year. And I did not know about this. A Lithuanian living in Suyu-dong and a Lithuanian monk living in Hwagyesa Temple. We did not know about each other. Thanks to TV show filming, we kind of got to know each other.
So you were not the only famous Lithuanian here in Suyu-dong.
I can't believe this temple is in Seoul, as it feels far away from the city. You'll see what I mean. And it's not weird, but I feel like this because...
It gives me the feeling of a countryside town.
We are in Seoul.
But we're in Seoul, right?
Like many older people don't call it Suyu-dong. Everyone like, oh, where do you live? I was like, Suyu-dong. I'm like, Suyu-ri!
Because the Ri is the name of the town, right? The
Yeah.
old village.
A village. So it used to be part of the Goyang, mainly agricultural kind of town. So many people, like older people, say, oh, you live in Suyu, so you're like a farmer, right? I'm like, nope. We have a bunch of subway stations around. We have everything. Here we are.
I love the gate though.
Yes, once you enter through it, you're not in the city anymore.
And now you go.
And now we are in Suyu-ri.
Suyu-ri. Where the cows at?
So we can.
It's ironically always when it snows you tend to stay inside, right? Warm and you think whatever. But if you see this, I mean this beats cherry blossom season, autumn season.
For me it's always, it's snowing, let me go, and my husband's like, can I just stay under? The temple is really old, right? But originally it was like, the history is even older. Because as many temples in Korea, this temple too is not an exception. It used to be the shamanist ritual place. So up in the mountain, like if we go up to that area, here is like a little altar. Like it doesn't exist anymore, but like you could still see there was an altar. So the shamanist rituals were happening in the same place. But when Buddhism came in Korea, same as like in Europe, the Christianity took over, here Buddhism took over. They built most of the temples, including this one, in the places with high energy points, and this is one of those like high energy points. You cannot find it anywhere, but since the Lithuanian monk who lived here told me about this, I'm like...
Oh, 안녕하세요.
How are you?
뭐 하세요 지금?
I am buying in front of the Buddha. I can show if you want to.
Well, we can have a quick look. Yeah, let's go.
Mesmerized by the temple, Agatha wants to bring me up on the mountain. A small hiking trail brings us to an observatory with a fantastic view over Suyu and beyond. As you will see, again this view doesn't look like the typical Seoul skyline.
So there's Suyu-dong. 안녕하세요.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
So Agatha is now bringing us to an observatory.
Kurum
Mangde. Yep. Okay, that's the name. And sometimes it's closed, sometimes it's open. And let's hope it's open today.
But I feel like our luck is quite good.
Okay, here we go.
Here you go.
Oh yeah, nice. That is a good view.
Yay!
Oh wow! No way! That's incredible.
So do you know this one famous, very famous Korean person you see on TV every single day, in every show you can, is actually from Suyu-dong. He was born and raised here, and he went to school here. Yudeseok.
Yeah, Yudeseok, yeah.
Yudeseok is from Suyu-dong.
Ah, is he?
It's also, yeah, that's also a fun fact.
Probably saying Suyu-ri He's one of those people.
Oh no. He says Suyu-dong.
Ah, okay. He's not a real one. You're not a real Suyu-dong guy. How's life in Suyu-dong? You lived here for such a long time.
Suyu-dong is the misunderstood area, which is super cool if you actually explore.
Yeah.
But many people unfortunately tend to think it's like the slummy town.
Yeah.
Even though it's not.
Suyu has changed a lot, but it's still calm and quiet in most of the residential areas. Of course, not everywhere, but here, yes.
No, at the downtown main area, there's so many foreigners. Like the co-working spaces in the main downtown area. It's like 90%.
This is ice. Get my balance though. Oh, maybe it's a shaman flag. Is it a shaman flag?
I don't know.
Or is it just a forgotten communist? Oh, that's a cool house, by the way. I love it.
Oh, I would love to live in
Oh yeah,
something like this.
definitely.
People living at the foot of the mountain, beautifully. Also being near the mountain means good restaurants with delicious makgeolli. The pre or after hiking tradition, all depending on whether you are Bukhansan Sik Goyang or, like I am, Gyeonghu Sik.
Oh, we're now at the cemetery, the April 90 cemetery.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be open, but they temporarily closed it because of snow removers.
But there is no snow.
But now, let's go to an old obscure house that caught my eye earlier. A house that gives an impression of how people used to live when it was still Suyu-ri. But it's not just a house, it's the residence of Moon Ik-wan, a South Korean pastor and activist. He was jailed 5 times for over 10 years for dissident activities. He devoted himself to the unification of the two Koreas and the democracy of South Korea.
이 안쪽은 이제 안방이자 접대실이었는데 이곳에서 김대중 전 대통령님이나 그리고 함석헌 선생님이나 되게 많은 민주주의를 이제 이룩하신 인사들이랑 그리고 뭔가 평화와 통일에 관심이 많으신 그런 사람들과 만남을 가졌어요. 그리고 돌아가시기도 1994년에 이곳에서 심장마비로 돌아가셨습니다.
There he is with his wife. I think he really liked prison, this man. 5
I
times.
guess he's like, oh well. Well, you're doing welcome to my dong, and he would be like, welcome to my soul.
Yeah. Oh, this looks so North Korean. This font they used is in North Korea. Yeah, here. 북에서 선물한 친구는. Wait, so we have him.
Yeah.
Moon Jae-in, Kim Jong-un. Is that the president? This is cool because they call it Joseon. Not
Maybe he brought it.
Korea. Yeah, probably from North Korea.
Yeah, I think so.
In 1993, he was released from prison for making an unapproved visit to North Korea, where he spoke with leaders about the possibility of unification. It was when South Korea law bars contact with communists without prior approval.
Okay. 네, 감사합니다. 네, 안녕히 계세요.
On our way to downtown, I couldn't resist going into this shop.
No joke. My nephew loves these trucks, so I will buy it. 안녕하세요. 여기 다 팔아요? 아, 너무 굿. 수유동에서 오래 살았어요? 네. 네? 여기 수유동 어때요?
고향이나 마찬가지야.
근데 좋지 않아요? 수유동?
좋죠.
뭐가 좋아요, 여기?
북한산 산이 있어서 좋고
네.
공기 맑고 서울에서 그 최고 좋은 산이 이 동네가.
아, 그래요?
그 시골 같잖아요.
Wow, look at that here. Yeah, so many cool stuff. Wow, this is so cool.
우리나라 유명한 가수 이미자. 이미자 노래. 기러기 아빠라고. 우리나라 최고 가수.
너무 잘하시는데?
2만 원.
수유-리 때 거기 사셨어요?
여기
그때는 여기 모양이 어땠어요?
여기가 다 옛날에는 산밥
많이 변했죠.
산이 그렇죠. 엄청 되는 거예요. 완전 다 산이었어요.
네, 감사합니다. 네, 안녕히 계세요.
감사합니다. 안녕히 계세요.
It's time for the more downtown part of Suyu-ri. The last thing we must do to get a complete
Look at the
impression.
할머니 식당이세요? 아니요.
아니, 어디 가도 없네. 없어.
여기 사세요? 수유동에서? 어때요? 여기 수유동?
수유동 이사 올라고요?
네.
좋아요.
좋아요?
저 경치, 저 공기 좋아.
공기 좋아요?
저 산이 있어.
아, 네, 감사합니다. 네, 좋은 하루 되세요.
예.
They're so cool. 좋아하세요?
이쁘잖아요.
예뻐요.
이거. 아, 이거.
제가 이거 좋아해요.
나 이거 이거도 예뻐요.
똑같아요. 똑같아요. 근데 사이즈가 없는데요?
사이즈 없죠.
너무 커요. 여기
아,
너무 커요. 그래서 안 돼요. 300.
300?
Yeah, 300.
300?
Yeah, 300.
And that's not all. Suyu is also a hot place.
We have actually a lot of schools here.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I actually a lot of universities along the
Yes.
way.
So a lot of like the Bukhansan University is here. Sungshin is not so far away.
Yeah.
So actually weekends are popular. Like many people say that Suyu-dong is more about you're so tall. Many people say like, oh, Suyu-dong is mainly
Looking to
old
something.
people because it's an old neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
Da, 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 da. But actually, it's really lively, especially on weekends now because all of the students are coming here to party. Like so Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You cannot pass them in the street.
In Suyu-dong, guys.
Like, yes.
Suyu was more than enjoyable. Being in the city while feeling out of the city. Once a countryside town, still has countryside feelings. So let's conclude Suyu as Seoul, but with the countryside character. Welcome to my dong.
You can change the administration, but you can't change the Lee out of the person. I don't know what I was
You
trying
can
to
take
say.
the girl out of the Ri, but you cannot take the Ri out of the girl.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. I was looking for that one.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank you,
joining
Agatha, for being a
and
great guide.
walking all day in the cold with me.
I'll see you next time. Hello.
Party.